This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 217, Why You Should Give More Than You Get, by Ramit Sethi of I'llTeachYouToBeRich.com.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Living Daily, the podcast that brings you the best in personal development and productivity every day of the week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Justin Malik.
What's going on, oldies? Welcome back to a Friday edition of Old, that's OLD, or Optimal Living Daily, the podcast where I simply read to you from the best inspirational, motivational, personal development, and minimalism blogs out there. I'm back with a post from Ramit Sethi, a very popular blogger on money, but also productivity and personal development stuff. I usually read the stuff that isn't related to money on this show because Dan over at Optimal Finance Daily, my spinoff podcast, reads the money blogs there, and Ramit is a frequent author on that show. And speaking of Optimal Finance Daily, today is the 100th episode of that show. So crazy that it's been going on that long. I'd love it if you could check it out and subscribe to that show. The 100th episode is special, and it involves you, actual listeners of the show, but that's all I'm going to say because it's kind of a surprise, so definitely check that out today. It's a great episode, and I'll leave it at that. Let's get to the post and start optimizing your life. Why You Should Give More Than You Get, by Ramit Sethi of I'llTeachYouToBeRich.com. One of my goals is to take the typical advice you hear, deconstruct it, and instead of telling you 25 things you should do, actually show you the one thing that works. In other words, is anyone else tired of experts telling you to quote-unquote add value without showing you how to do it? If your answer is yes, Ramit, we're on the same page. So below I'm going to show you a couple emails I sent in the last 3 weeks that show you exactly how this works. I don't have anything to sell. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to succeed in life, and it's my treat to be able to share some of the cool things I've learned along the way. As you read, notice 3 things. Number 1, this is how you build personal and professional relationships. These days, if I call up a journalist or CEO or friend, they're happy to help me. It's not because of some super duper fancy technique. It's because of simply being cool and helpful for years and years. Number 2, anyone can do this. You don't need an Ivy League degree or a published book. Stop disqualifying yourself. Number 3, I want you to insist that anyone you read be able to show you exactly how their quote-unquote tips work. Notice when you read IWT, I don't just tell you 2 to 3 things to do. I show you the exact system. When I tell you how to interview better than 99% of people, I show you the exact words to say, the exact body language to use, and the exact tests I ran. Same with this email. Expect the best. You're worth it. Okay, now that this email sounds like a feminine hygiene product, let's get on with it. These are real emails that happened in the last 3 weeks. Example number 1. I introduced my friend to a TV producer. The situation. I have a friend who's a producer on a TV show. She emailed me asking if I had any ideas for the show. I could have sent her 20 ideas and positioned myself to get on the show. Instead, I have a friend who would be even better for the show, so I introduced her to the producer. Watch how I did it. Denise. Hey Ramit, I just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm now a producer on a new daytime talk show. It premieres in 5 weeks. Our audience is women 25 to 54. You can think of the show as something like Ellen meets Wendy Williams. High energy, lots of viewer participation. Anyway, if you have any ideas, we're really big on teaching viewers to save money, etc. I'd love to hear them. Thanks. I knew someone that would be perfect, so I added tremendous value for both people by setting up an introduction. Ramit. This is great. I actually have someone who would be great for the show. Amanda of, redacted, a site for women and money. Very good on camera and fun. Want me to introduce you? Denise. Please. Denise knew that she would have a great guest, and Amanda got introduced to a producer on a national talk show. Win-win for both, and I felt great introducing 2 friends. And here's the exact email introduction I made. Ramit. Denise, meet Amanda, founder of, redacted. She is terrific. Amanda, Denise is a friend of mine and now a producer on a new TV show, see below. You'd be great to appear on the show. Apologies for the brevity, but I wanted to get this out today. Thanks, and I think you two will do great work together. Ramit. Important note, you'll see that I don't expect anything from Denise or Amanda. There's no, what do I get out of this? If you provide real value to your network, it opens you up to serendipity and will pay off in ways you can never predict. Example number 2, how to show gratitude. Here's an example of how my friend Derek Sivers gave my name to someone from the New Yorker. Hi Ramit, hope this note finds you well. Derek Sivers recommended that I reach out to you. By way of introduction, I run strategic partnerships on the publishing side of the New Yorker. We are working on blogger integrations for some of our upcoming events surrounding the New Yorker Festival, and I'd love to start talking to you about possible partnership opportunities. If you are interested, I'd love the opportunity to set up a brief introductory call to give you a sense of what we are working on. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks. One thing I learned is thank people for doing nice things. Duh, sounds obvious, but let me count the times people don't say thanks when I've hooked them up. A college acquaintance moved to New York City and asked me to connect her to some CEO at a company. She ended up getting the job because of my connection. 2 years later, she asked me for another introduction. I ignored her email. I gave a first-time entrepreneur advice on pricing. They quadrupled profits in less than 1 month doing what I said. I only heard about this because I have a mutual friend, etc., etc., etc. Kill me. This introduction that Derek set up was a huge benefit to me. I wanted to make sure that Derek knew that, so I sent him this email to let him know I would be following up, and I appreciated his help. Ramit. Hey Derek, you are too nice. I really appreciate this introduction. It means the world to me. It's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking to do. I'll follow up with her. Thank you again, Ramit. Note, the email is brief but sincere. I make sure he knows how much I appreciated it. Quote, it means the world to me, unquote. That he was right on, quote, it's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking to do, unquote, and that I would take action, quote, I'll follow up with her, unquote. How to use this in your own life. This is how you add value. It's not some vague, generic thing that happens when you're a millionaire. It's just about listening to what people want, and if you can make an introduction or a connection, or even a simple thank you, doing it. For example, next time you're hanging out with a friend, take a genuine interest in what's going on with them. Quote, hey, what are you working on? Quote, how's that new IM soccer team going? Quote, anything I can help you with? I challenge you to reach out to one person today and provide them with something without the expectation of anything in return. Send a thank you note to your high school teacher. Send an article to someone who's not expecting it. And take an extra couple minutes to tell them exactly how it can help them. There are a million ways to add value. Today, I wanted to show you a couple ways you can do it with your own friends and professional contacts. All part of living a rich life. I'm curious, what one thing will you do in the next 48 hours to add value? You just listened to the post titled, Why You Should Give More Than You Get by Ramit Sethi of I'llTeachYouToBeRich.com. This post has over 130 comments on it, so it's definitely resonated with his audience. Hopefully it did for you too. And again, you can hear a lot more posts from Ramit over on my spin-off podcast, Optimal Finance Daily. And if you're going to listen to any episode, today is a great one. It's the 100th episode and a super special one involving listeners. So you can simply search for Optimal Finance Daily in the same place you're listening to this podcast and subscribe to get a lot more great material read to you for free. And I'll leave it at that. Hopefully we'll see you in Optimal Finance Daily, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's show where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.